Are your kids picky eaters? Do they have sensory issues when they eat? And do you, the parent, want to have your kids eating more vegetables, but not like those recipes that you can see the vegetables in them and they just refuse anyway? Well, I'm gonna share with you 3 recipes with hidden vegetables in them, and they will have no idea because they're gonna think that they're eating the junk food. My name is Leilani, and this is our channel, Living with Eve, and as suggested from another channel, Pennies and Salt, we purchased some Misfit Market boxes. And I bought 2 of them because I thought that I would eat all of it. And I will, and I'm going to, but they did include a lot of root vegetables. Let me just show you what we got. Lots of root vegetables. I think these are sunchokes, but I know they're root vegetables, so I'm just gonna go with it. Lots of fruit. I mean, this is all the way to the bottom. Carrots. These are green beans. The first dish I'm gonna show you is a pasta. And the pasta sauce is gonna be loaded with lots of good and yummy veggies. I added onions and garlic for flavor, and then I thought about the color. What color is pasta sauce? It's red. So I added in some veggies with that reddish, orangish tinge to it. So I added sweet potatoes, carrots, I added in some white beet and sunchoke. If I had a red beet, I would have put it in there. I only wanted 1 kale because I didn't want it to look too green, because if it was too green, then my kids wouldn't eat it. Next, I wanted to start warming up the oil so I can stir fry the veggies. And I do this on medium-low. It does take more time, but I learned from a previous roommate of mine who went to cooking school that it actually keeps the flavor locked in. Since I want my picky eater to eat, I make sure I have them get involved somehow. I had my son pick out the pasta. This one? And while the oil is warming, I will start the pasta. Now, I always add oil to my pasta. It helps keep those noodles from sticking to each other. Now that the oil is hot, let's add onion, garlic, peppers, and stir and simmer. And after about 5 to 10 minutes, I add in the rest of the veggies. And then some good old-fashioned canned tomato sauce. About 2 cans to give it that color and familiar flavor. You can use whatever kind of pasta or tomato sauce you like. Just think, what are they gonna eat? Then I add in a tablespoon of parsley, a tablespoon oregano, salt to taste, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Now I like to use sucanat, which is a dried sugar cane. It's basically sugar. Stir and simmer again for another 10 to 15 minutes. Now all of these recipes that I'm giving you in this video, I am gonna put them down in the description box below, so make sure to check them out if you're interested in making this for your kid. After that, it's time to blend the steaming hot veggies. I like to use the Vitamix, and of course any blender will do. You blend until the sauce is to your consistency. Put it back in the pan. So of course mine wasn't red enough, so I went ahead and added some more pasta sauce until I was happy with the consistency and color. But the kids had to approve. All right, what do you think?
It smells just like regular pasta sauce, and yes, it looks good.
All right. You wanna look at it? Don't touch it, it's really, really hot. Smell?
Good.
What do you think?
Good. Oh, is this pasta sauce? Oh.
Yeah, I made homemade
I
pasta
thought it was
sauce.
just by itself.
You just thought it was pasta sauce?
But I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that pasta in it next. All right. Now I dump in the pasta and voila! It looks like regular pasta. And my son, super picky eater, loved it. He had no idea he was eating kale, beets, and sweet potato. He even asked for more and ate leftovers. No idea. Well, until now, because he's probably watching this video.
Yeah, it's good.
So we had a lot of sauce left over, and of course, we had to make their favorite, tomato-covered Brussels sprouts. No, I'm just joking. Pizza. We made pizza. So I like to mill my wheat. That's right, I mill my wheat. I know it may be little, but I promise you, I don't lay eggs. It just tastes better. And I do have a machine that does it for me, so it makes it a lot faster and easier. I also have a bread maker. Yes, I have a bread maker, and I actually use it. Well, in this case, I used it to knead the dough. And once again, I'll put this recipe down below if you like to mill your wheat too. I get it from Bread Beggars. And if you're interested in learning how to mill your wheat and where you can get some good wheat from, and make bread, I'll go ahead and link their channel in the description box below. It's a smaller channel, but it'll take you to their big website. They're based in Georgia and they are amazing. Once again, get those kiddos involved. I had them help make personalized pizzas. I have to let this sit for about, what, 15 minutes? Yeah. And then we'll decorate it. Now it's time to decorate the pizza. Remember all those veggies in the tomato sauce? Well, here's it in action. I make sure to use it up, and I also give them plenty of options, even if those options aren't necessarily chosen. However, kids can get pretty creative when it comes to pizza making. I mean, peas and cheese, and most of the time, they will eat what they made. 10 to 15 minutes in the oven, and dinner is served. This is a little more work, but it's still a win-win.
My pizza, my pizza, my pizza, my pizza. Look at Isaac's. That's a cool looking pizza, right? You get Don't mess up my pizza. How do you see this?
Bonus recipe, I totally had to do this because my kids had the flu and it's really, really cold outside. I mean, cold for Florida. It was like 50 degrees. Just let me have this one, okay? Really super quick, I made this amazing soup. I dumped a ton of vegetables in there. But see, when you have picky eaters, they don't want to eat the vegetables. But we have this broth that is infused with vegetables. And I brought it over here into this amazing cup. I threw in some carrots in there. You can see them floating around in the bottom. And I'm gonna stick in this rice ramen. It is organic, yay. So I'm not gonna feel that guilty. What's nice about these, they do come like this, but I don't have to cook this anymore. I can just kind of lay it in here. I'm gonna throw a few in here and I'm gonna go ahead and let that just kind of seep and turn into some yummy noodles, not too soggy, not too crisp, perfect. Here you have it about 10 minutes later. Perfect. This recipe is one of our most popular and I have to make this once a week. And if I don't make it once a week, then they just don't get any. But I usually make it once a week. But first, I think it's really important that you know that I am using a crock pot, and that means I'm starting early. It doesn't have meat in it, so 3 to 4 hours is good. If you do put ground beef in it, you do want to cook it longer in the crock pot. Now, I soaked my beans overnight, so first I need to transfer them over to the crock pot. And then I add the pre-cut up vegetables and I cook it on high. So here are all the vegetables that I am adding. I put just a little bit of kale. You've got to think about the color, and some sweet potato and carrots, and celery is really, really strong vegetable with a lot of really strong flavors, so I'm just putting a little bit in. This is the magic right here, because this is gonna cover up the taste of the vegetables and the kids are gonna have no idea that mommy put vegetables in there, unless they're listening to me right now. So it is now about 1:30. We just got back from therapy. This has been on high for approximately, I don't know, 2-3 hours. And I am about to put this magic in. I am gonna take a portion of it out because my daughter does not like the spicy stuff, so I have to figure out what to do to make her so she likes it. And that's what I'm gonna do, put the stuff in, stir it up, and I'm off to go run more errands while I let the crock pot cook. This is what it looks like after I stirred it up. I know, it's quite dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and just puree it now with my Vitamix. Not all the way though, because I want some beans for texture. I'm also adding a cup of water to deal with this like ridiculous dryness, then back into the crock pot to stay warm. So much better. Creamy, beany, almost or better than Taco Bell or Moe's or Taco Bus or one of those restaurants. We've never been to those, so I don't even know if it's the same. It's probably better. And here is the final product. If you want, you can sprinkle some cheese, tomatoes, sour cream, whatever they like, and wrap it up and eat. You can also make it with chips too, or you can make yourself a little taco salad. If you're interested in some crock pot recipes or learning more about sensory processing disorder, go ahead and click on those links there. Also leave me a comment down below if you like this video and if you think I should make a part 2, because I know I got some crazy like mixed in veggie recipes, and I'll just get to work on doing that video if you like it. Until then, I will see you in our next video.